Greetings, family.
How y'all doing out there?
Welcome to Conversations with Kenwardo and Shelly Amenset,
Episode
where we talk to small Black-owned businesses and entrepreneurs, as well as promote unity in the community, health, and other natural products.
So we're powered by the Phoenix Media Entertainment Group, and what all the Phoenix Entertainment Media Group does.
Videography,
It's
internet radio, podcast, web series.
you want a commercial, come on down to the Phoenix Media Entertainment Group, and you can call the CEO, Mr. Eddie Booker, at 770-912-6352. So come on down. Introduce our guest today.
Our guest is Clive Morrison.
Jr.
He's
Don't forget the junior.
Junior, okay, and he's actually a good friend of ours as well.
Right.
But he is a Black business owner that promotes other Black-owned businesses, and he is a business consultant and analyst. He does business analytics, and he will help show you how to better run your business, how your business can work for you better.
And one thing I can say, from being around a person, you can say he's really passionate at what he's doing. He's really serious about business and marketing and advertising. And he'll get on. Did you get the emails out? What about the email?
Where your email is at? I don't see no email. I don't see no. Well, how you getting how you getting information from your customers? You know, do you do email blasts?
Oh, they are. Yeah, he's mad right
No, but he's very he knows his stuff. He's informative and he knows his stuff. He also has a show or just like a little video that he does every Monday called
Black Business Prosperity is a show.
Black Business Prosperity.
Yeah, check it out. He do it for about 5 minutes. I looked at him a couple of times.
But
it's true, and it's to the point.
And he's consistent. So it's like he does it. It's consistent. It's
Every week, 12 o'clock, we'll be there every week. Our goal is not to miss a week.
Word up. But that's good, that y'all stay on top of it, and you so the group, the Black Prosperity, Black Business Prosperity, how many members are in the group? Is it a large group or is it
Right now we're like at 150.
150?
We try to be selective in the group, people, because sometimes people come in spam groups, so
Yeah.
we are selective. We ask people for their name and email. We want communication. There's levels to content, so of course that's our free group, right? So we try, because we know some people at certain areas, and we want people to understand that, hey, we know what we're talking about. Come in here and get information. You can learn, and then by the time when you're ready to get that solution, you're ready to take one of our paid options. But the group is to give you value, to make sure that you're understanding when you have questions, you want to ask things, and you can get value inside of the group.
Awesome.
So are you from Atlanta? Are you a native of Atlanta?
No, sir. I am a native New Yorker.
New York. I should have known that.
I see that song in the name.
So what made you get into analyzing people's business and getting everything?
Well, it started with my mother. We started with her business, which is Sonia's Clean Sweep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My family's entrepreneurs. My brother, he has a moving company. We have a t-shirt business, Ain't Possible, moving company, 5-star packing move. My mother's business is Sonia's Clean Sweep.
Mm-hmm.
All of these are in Atlanta.
Right.
And from there was, my mother came to me one day and we were saying, and she worked way in Atlanta because she used to live there, clean house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she says she moves to another part of Atlanta. And she said she was tired one day. I came to see her and she was tired. I was like, what's going on? She was like, oh, I just hate driving way across town. I said, why you have to drive over there? She said, because I used to live over there and those were all my clients were. I said, well, I want you to get clients right here. She was like, oh, it's going to be too hard. I don't know where to go start at. I said, I know what to do. It's not a problem. So we built the business up, right? It's good now, right? She's in the field, not in the field. So she doesn't work every day.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not gonna say that. She works every day. She doesn't do cleaning every day. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what's up.
So that's what I'm gonna say, right? She still works every day. She doesn't do cleaning every day. And from there, I started just talking to people. I would meet clients because I was like hands-on. I was the customer service person. She used to go out and clean, and I would take calls. I would do all these things.
Yeah.
And I would meet people and they'd be like, "Hey, we started doing automation, email automation, confirmations for cleanings, cleaning lists, all these things they were getting email for and confirmation." They were like, "How did you learn? How did you get the email? What did you do?" Because we had some people who were business owners who loved the cleaning. And he said, and when I told him we started talking about business, and that's when people were like, "Oh, would you come and let me tell you about the business?" So I learned two things in that. I started helping people with business, and then somebody paid me, right, to come and help them.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how that
what's
started.
up. That's how you got started.
That's how I got started.
So, what type of services do you offer? Like hands-on, like if I was to say, okay, look, I need help. I need help just all the way around the board in regards to just running my business efficiently and effectively so that I can see, all the way down from like inventory to customer service. What type of services do you offer?
So there's two things in every business that we start with. You have the front end, which is marketing, sales, and client experience.
Mhm.
That's what everybody sees. Okay, that's the first thing you got to dial in your business. How do I get clients?
Mhm.
How do I sell those clients? And how do I deliver my service or my products to those clients in the best way possible?
Right.
Then the back end part is what you're talking about with customer service, inventory, all the things that the client doesn't see, right? That services the actual service of the clients. So that is where we talk about those. Those are two different services that we do is, hey, how do I scale up? How do I get to my business where it becomes scalable? But first you want to know, how do I get clients? So you're in different stages when you start with that. Stage one is, hey, I don't have a process. I'm just getting clients. I'm out here selling. I'm on the side of the road, get me a client. I need to get clients. But then the second part of your business is I get overwhelmed, right? I'm getting enough clients now. Hey, I got all these clients. I'm getting all kind of business. But now I'm overwhelmed. I'm trying to fulfill orders. I've been here for 40 hours, 80 hours a week, and they're just trying to keep the business running, and it's killing me. How do I organize that part of it? So those are the two things we do. First is to help people get set up where they can get clients, deliver sales, client experience, and then now they're making money. Now we come in and say, hey, first by yourself, getting organized, and then if you have a team, right? So what happens? How do I know this person who gets products, they order the products, right? How do I know that this person over here who's making sales calls, they make sales calls? Those are the things that you do on the back end so you can have it organized, and then you can start running. When you're really running a business, it's running by reports. When you ever see those movies and you see the people in the boardroom and they're looking at reports, you're like, oh, sales are down. That's how you're supposed to run your business, is by reports, not actually being in the business. And you're supposed to be like, hey, where's the reports at? Somebody comes in and you can read the numbers, and that's what we're doing.
Okay, got it. So, so your average client, like, what type of services does your average client ask for? Do you just get all different kinds of things that you have to do for them?
Yeah, so we wanted to streamline everything, right? So what we did was, first, we wanted to help people get to six figures, right? That's what Black Business Prosperity does, is we want to get people to get six figures and to have a career. And then the next part is to make that business part where it's not overwhelming, right? So we have a service. We have it do it yourself, done with you, right? So that's what we do. Now, the first part is how do we get your business to figures? Because most businesses start, they can't afford, $2,000, $3,000 programs. Say, hey, I need you to come and help my business. So we created Black Business Prosperity, the academy, where it's $49. We have a monthly IT call. You come in and manage your business. You have courses where you can do all these things yourself. That's the first part.
So you have courses with
Well, we have courses that we're building inside of Black Business Prosperity Academy.
Okay.
So inside of that, it's $49 a month. So at this current time, and then what we do is there, and we haven't launched yet. Let me say February 1st is our goal to launch February 1st.
Oh, okay.
So we were just doing, so a lot of times I was just doing, I was looking at the market, what do we need? So I was talking to a lot of people and they were like, hey, you know, I want your solution, but I can't afford that. And I said, all right, I only have so much time. So I said, let me build these courses out, make it for the people where they can come in and get what they need. And then we're able to give them the other hands-on where it's like, hey, look at my landing page, look at my email copy, look at these things right here so you can help me get results in my business, but I'm still putting in the work myself. So that's what the community is for. That's what we're at. Then once they get to 6 figures, well, once they get to an area where their business is running correctly, now they're like, hey, Clive, you help me make money, but I'm overwhelmed right now. Getting money, my business, everything you told me, now I need to come in and build out our entire system. Of course, that you can't do that by yourself. I'm not gonna say you can't. When you say that, you can study and learn, and I'm gonna probably build out a course for that. I haven't done it yet. But right now, that is a done with you service. So we come in with on the back end, we help you build out inventory, project management, so that you can make sure that you see what's going on in your business start together.
Okay.
Hey, man, you might get up.
Yeah, we have to get up with you.
Seriously, man.
I already just by listening to you, I know I need you.
Yes, so,
I'm overwhelmed.
oh, man.
Okay, I'm overwhelmed, because,
But sometimes, you just need help. You know what I
we
mean?
do, but, yeah, we need help, but, not only, do I run Sunlight Sense, but I make all of the products. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just the retail entity. You know what I'm saying? I'm the manufacturer as well. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong though, I love it. I love what I do, and I'm happy to say that I'm a business owner, a Black female entrepreneur, doing what I do, and I love what I do. But it can get overwhelming at times when you wear all of the hats. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's I would say it's not hard, but it's hard work. So what I mean by that is that the answer to the question is very simple. Building out, you go in your business, do a deep dive, build out all the processes, find out what you love to do. You focus on that and then delegate the rest of the tasks. And that's because people don't have, a lot of times in our business, you know everything that's in your business. Now, why the back end part has to be with somebody and we have to do it with you is because we have to pull out all these processes out of your head. Just then we have to sit down and say, okay, let's go through all the processes in your business. What's your sales process? What's your hiring process? What's your marketing process? What's your process for delivering your products? What's your selling process? And then we have to get all of that out of your head. We have to build that process out. And once we build that process out, now we have to fill somebody in and say, hey, you come in here and the next person can do it. Right? So I always live by, hey, I trust you. I trust you. I micromanage you until I can trust you. So I have these processes, I give you these, can you follow these directions? I come in, you show me the results, we keep working, and I see what you got better, and now I can delegate that task you can delegate it. Bring somebody else, that's the sales process, you don't have to be on the retail floor.
Right.
You think that we're the only ones that can do it. Like, I'm the only one that can do it, nobody's gonna do it as good as me.
No, you're right. You have to delegate.
You gotta delegate, but we don't know how, it's easy to say that, but we don't know how to delegate.
Right, that's definitely right. You don't know how.
You don't know how.
And it's, I don't know. It's like some people, because it's yours.
It's your baby.
Yeah, it's yours, and you just want to hold on to
I'm
it
telling you.
out of fear that someone is just not gonna do right by it. You know what I'm saying? But it can be done. You know what I'm saying? It can definitely be done.
All these other businesses are done, you can do it. They're gonna say, people like, yo, you don't know my business. I said, every business, I said, your business must be out of space. Because every business that's been out here, there's a business that's running like that at a multi-million-dollar scale. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, you you can't document those processes. I said, nobody can clean as good as me. I said, why? I said, you're looking at the wrong thing. Do you have a process? Let's map that process out and let's get it on the floor. Somebody's gonna be able to do it. They can do it. It can work.
Absolutely. That's what's up. And a lot of people out here, like as I was saying earlier, a lot of black-owned businesses, up and coming black-owned businesses, opening, small businesses that definitely need your assistance,
What I found is, and I just say to anybody on this, is that is that a lot of people want to do it to figure it out themselves, right?
Yeah.
They're like, yo, I don't need no coach. I don't need nobody. I said, LeBron James got a coach. James said, LeBron James, he's the best player in the world. We're just going to let him just run the game.
You sit there by himself.
But I'm saying, even where he's at right now, he still has a coach.
Yeah, you're right.
He ain't saying, LeBron is where he's at right now. So, you know what? We don't need nobody on the bench. You should let him. Because you can't see, you're in the game. You can't see the game correctly because you're in the game. There's no way that you can see that. That's why the coach is looking from the sideline. He sees things that you don't see because you're in the game. It doesn't matter how good you are in your profession. If you can't see the game like somebody else can see. If you're in a marriage, if you're in a relationship, anything is you need outside help because you can't see the game like everybody else sees. You're in it. You're in business. You can't see it like that. So when people tell me that, I'm gonna figure it out myself. I said, well, first of all, let me tell you two things about it. That's the long path. And then even when you do think you figured it out, you may have done it wrong. How do you know you didn't even do it wrong? Even when you figured it out, right? You see a kid tie his shoelace, he's like, I'm tying my shoelace. And then he look at it, he did it all wrong. But he think he did it right. He's like, I tied my shoelace. Like, listen, sir, that is not a tied shoelace right there. And that's what people think in their business, like, I did it right. No, you think you did it right, but you don't actually see what's going on.
Definitely. You're right.
You have to start thinking about saving time, not money.
Not money. Right.
We keep thinking about money. I said, you can't get the money. You can get the money back. You can't get the time back.
Right.
And that's $1,000. That's $5,000. That's $3,000. I said, yeah, just think about how much time you're going to get back.
Right.
With that situation. Think how much time you're going to get back when that solution is put in there. We don't have clarity in our business. That's number one. And then when we do have clarity, we get overwhelmed. We don't have systems in place. We don't wake up every morning and be doing the same thing for 8 hours, 10 hours. I tell people, you need to have banker's hours. 9 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever it is. That's when you know you're running the business. Hey, I got banker's hours and I can take off for 2 weeks and I'm gonna come back and everything's running good. My question always people is, how long can you take off from your business and the same amount of revenue is going to keep coming in? So can you take off 2 weeks, and if you're making, $5,000 a week, can you say, you know what, my business is still going to make $5,000 a week, even if I take off 2 weeks? I'm not checking in, I'm not doing no work. You know what I'm saying? I might get a call or two if there's an emergency, but that's it. If your business can't do that, then you have to go check and get processed. You have to go, you don't have to.
Right, absolutely. My daughter is an entrepreneur. She's been an entrepreneur for like 5 years. She does, she's a mobile hairdresser, and she also makes jewelry. And she had to tell me, because I'm new to I still had a sense of been in existence for like 3 years, but I'm new to having a storefront, And she told me, she was like, Mom, you should be doing your post office runs and your vendor runs on the days that the stores are closed. And you should let it be known that nothing is gonna get shipped out outside of these 2 days that you are. You know what I'm saying? And you just need to, she had to help me see, look, you're running yourself crazy, You need to stay within those guidelines of what you can and can't do. You need to stick to running the store on the days that the store are open and when the store is closed. About this, vendor and all of that. And I was just doing so much, I was just running myself crazy. So she helped me out in a lot of ways, telling me tips and stuff to help me, But like I said, she's been in business for like 5 years, I'm just started, not a year yet.
No, but you've been doing good. You got storefront, you've been doing your thing. So the thing is that everything you're saying, it comes from we love the clients. We want to give everything, so we're like, I gotta run myself crazy. But what you're actually doing is not delivering the greatest service to them, because now, whenever we come to a business, right, you walk into a business, you look at the tab on the door, it says We're open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., right?
Mhm.
You don't argue with that. No, that's crazy, right? They ain't open up for 24 hours. You just go with, you understand what to expect. It's crazy. Now, if you come in there and they say it's 7 a.m. and you come there at 7:05 and the doors are closed, now you're going to be upset because you're like, yo, why y'all telling me 7 a.m.?
Mhm.
Once you set expectations with the customer, it doesn't matter what expectations you're going to come because they're going to come and say, oh, yeah, I can respect that because those are the expectations you're going to set. But when you just like, they're not going to, we think that, oh, they're going to be like, yo, they want it right now. I'm not Amazon. I got to have, no, small business. When people come, you got to understand, this is where we come back to, I tell people about pricing, about loyalty, about clients, especially when you're a small business. No, you can't compete on prices because Amazon's gonna kill you. You can't. The race to the bottom is bottomless. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got this for 2 pennies. You go, move up. I gotta sell it for 1. You can't beat on that. What you gotta deliver is the value. So when you deliver the value, people come to buy from you because your mission, your vision, what you stand for. Some guy said, you know what I'm saying, making black women beautiful. Right? When you, hey, this is what we're about. This is our mission. And people people don't care about price no more. They're like, I'm coming with some kind of sense, man, because they about what I'm about. I want to spend my dollar with somebody. So that's where you're gonna understand people are gonna be forgiven. They're gonna respect that. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, you know what some guy said is about what I'm about. So most people they're gonna come. They can go buy shea butter anywhere.
Absolutely.
You feel me? They can go on the internet and do that. They come and buy from you because they respect you. Because they love you. They love the brand. They love what you represent. So when I'm not even talking about price here, I'm talking about what your daughter said about, hey, we have runs on Thursday and Monday. Okay, you let your clients know that, hey, you know, we're gonna get out to you, every Thursday and Monday, so you should be expecting it. Then you have, so once they know that expectation is there, they're gonna rock with that.
Right.
I want to get people to go for it. We're just such in an age that we think that we have to get everything to everybody so quickly because they done tricked us into thinking that everybody wants it. Sometimes you got a product the next day, you don't even use it the next day.
Right. You don't.
I'm just saying, like, I need that overnight shipping. You don't even eat it the next day. You don't even use it the next day. So
You don't. And not to mention, you know, most businesses used to ship on a 7 to 10 day process, you know? So it's like, now it's like Amazon that came on the scene and everybody getting their stuff the next day.
Amazon is for the cheapest people, the fastest people, the impatient people. You don't compete with Amazon. That's not your competition.
I'm
talking to the viewers when I say that.
But I actually had to tell a client that.
Yeah.
A young lady ordered a shirt and I she paid for the shirt and everything, and then she hit me up like 2 days later and was like, did you ship my shirt yet? Can I get my tracking number? I was like, I ship within 5 to 7 business days. Oh, well, you didn't tell me that. I said, well, you know, I'm not Amazon.
But that's,
so
I'm gonna tell you this. This is where she was not wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't tell her that. Your confirmation, it's not about that she was mad about the not overnight that you're not Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
It's, hey, on your confirmation page, hey, we ship every 5 to 7 business days. If you let that be, all I'm saying is that expectations have to be known.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, and this is a process you're going to continue to learn as you deal with people, because people are going to come up with questions. I tell people all the time, I said, yo, they be like, what's the answer to this? I said, your customer will tell you. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I said, they be like, oh, what about this right here? What should we be saying? I said, well, your customer will tell you, because this will resonate with them and this won't. We're going to try some stuff. I don't have the answer to all the questions. You know what I'm saying? I said most of it is getting feedback, understanding who your customer is. And you're like, oh, I didn't tell you it was 5 to 7 business days. Yeah, you know what I need to do from now on? From every shipping, hey, when you're buying this on every page, it's like, hey, we ship in 5 to 7 business days.
Well, and this transaction was actually done prior to the website being all the way up.
But in any communication, and I'm not saying, because I tell everybody this, I'll be like, because they be like, yeah, you coming and diving in my business?
No,
not true. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when I tell people that, I say, yo, look, you can come to my business and you can find all kinds of things wrong. Because as entrepreneurs, we're always going to be having to get better. There's always going to be holes in the business.
Absolutely.
So I can come and pick apart any business. I don't care if I go to Walmart. I can go pick apart any business.
Always room for growth.
There's always room for growth.
Always
room for growth. So I just say that. And to say that don't take what I'm saying as. And I know you're not. I'm just saying that when I tell people, I say, yo, listen, there's always room for growth. I said, even after you get done with me and I put a system in place, there's gonna be more room for growth. There's gonna be more learning. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Oh, when we ship off, we need to send a confirmation email, then we need to have a phone call follow up, whatever your process is, and then you're like, oh, we didn't do that. And it's because somebody's gonna say, hey, I bought a product, it said 5 to 7 business days, but nobody told me, where I can find a tracking number at, right? So this is the tracking number, you couldn't find it. Now you're like, oh, I gotta implement that so I can make sure, how do I make it easier for them to get the tracking number? So these are what the things that you're gonna be looking at from your customers, because they're gonna tell you. And we have, so in my business, right, we have great reviews, right? No bad reviews, right? But the reason why we don't have any bad reviews is based on us following up with the customer. Because there's no way you can just deliver your services impeccably to your customers every time. Like, oh, it's perfect. No. What happens is that there's the delivery of a service, and then there's to make sure that everything is good. Hey, how did it go? You call the people up. How's your business? How can we do better? What was the service like? You know what I'm saying? Could we have done something better? Do you have any suggestions? Everybody got suggestions, and that's the love.
Right.
When people don't have no suggestions, that's like, man, what's going on? Because when they do that, you can do this, and you write it down. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time, I said, I'll listen to everybody. That doesn't mean I'm going to implement what you said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to hear, and I'm writing down because you'll see a consistent theme. Because some people are going to be extreme, but then there's going to be other people you're going to hear the same message over and over again. Hey, when we came in, you didn't do this. When we came in, we didn't do this. And you're like, oh, okay, I can improve on that because that's when you're going to see it. That's why you have to talk to them, especially when the smaller you are. You need to talk to more customers. You ask them, like, yo, look, I'm not going to take anything personal. I want this so I can give you a better experience. I can give the next person a better experience. So I can make sure that when they come in the store, when they order online, wherever you order, that's how you want to do it.
Okay. Oh, great suggestion.
Yeah.
Kenny, you got something else for me?
So, how long you say you've been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta about 3 years, 4 years.
Oh, yeah. What you like about Atlanta?
What do I like about Atlanta? Oh man, don't get me some.
Yeah, what you like about Atlanta?
I love the women in Atlanta. Like we never mind that.
What do you see like your business like in the near future? What's your vision for your business?
Well, our goal is to have in the next 5 years, 1,000 small Black businesses have making 6 figures a year at the minimum.
Okay.
Our goal is that because when you're making 6 figures,
Yeah.
now you personally may not make 6 figures, right? Your business makes 6 figures in revenue, right? Let me say. Because what happens is that there's $100,000 at minimum going around. So who does that go to? Employees, vendors, suppliers, gas, right? All the things that come in your community. You choose where that money is. So you're a sprinkler. Where are you going to spend that $100,000 at? Who's going to be your supplier? Who's going to be your vendor? Who's going to be your employees? That $100,000, you only may get 20, 30, 40%, depending on what your profit margin is. But the rest of it goes back into where you decide. We pay about 50%, 55% in payroll, right? For the cleaning business.
Yeah.
But how many people we're helping lives? We don't see none of that money, but we're impacting lives with that money.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where we look at. So that's $1 billion in revenue. 1,000 people making $100,000 in revenue. What would $1 billion in our community look like? $2 billion, $5 billion. You see what I'm saying?
That would look amazing.
Of revenue, that's what we want to. So that's what we want to impact. We're like, yo, 6 figures is not hard to make, but just think about what 6 figures.
I know that you say in the community, so I know you name your business Black Business Prosperity.
Right.
Prosperity in the community.
Yes, sir.
I get it now.
Okay, that's it. That's what
I get it now.
we want prosperity in the community. That's our whole goal. Because if we don't have an economic foundation, I love entrepreneurs because I say, yo, listen, we have to foot the bill for the healers. We have to foot the bill for the artists. We have to make sure, because what people did, right? If you go back to the Renaissance era, when Michelangelo, right, Leonardo, right, they painted all these things, right? We don't know how they took it from our people, but
Right.
You can call it to it.
but I'm saying in that aspect right there, we can go to whatever. So with them right there, they were funded by rich people at that time, bankers. You know what I'm saying? The economic class funded them, so they didn't have to worry about making money. Right now, people who are doing these things, they have to worry. They're like, yo, you a poet, gotta worry about money. You know what I'm saying? You an artist, you gotta worry about money. You turn into a salesman and not into an actual. That's why they got the thing. You know, they have a lot of people on YouTube use Patreon. Patreon comes from that era because they're patrons. So they, those people, the patrons they made sure they patronized that person. Made sure they took care of that person. So he worried about his craft, being a master of his craft. Hey, you don't got to worry about no work. Just do your work. We're going to make sure you have a place to live. We're going to make you. So when that community comes, our job as entrepreneurs is to make sure that we're supplying them or making sure that they can eat and they can live. So that's our main thing. So that's what Black Business Prosperity wants to do, because then we have money to donate.
Right.
We have money to help out with.
Right.
We have our own cause. We don't need nobody else coming in to take over our community with the Trojan horse, which is charity. You come in and like, yo, here was $1, and now you look to them as your savior.
Right.
That's how you look at it. You look at them as your savior. We have to save ourselves.
We have to save ourselves.
We have to save ourselves.
Goodness, you said a mouthful of air.
Yeah.
We have to save
We
ourselves.
have to save. Yo, we in a dire situation. I tell people every day that the main thing that we have to worry about is each other. People like, yo, you know, what about this white guy? I said, when's the last time a Chinese man came up to you and said, yo, let's have a discussion about race? When have you ever seen him on TV talking about, yo, you know, y'all got to start treating us better and liking us? You ain't seen none of that. They worry about what they got going on with each other. That's our conversation is, yo, let's heal together, my brother. Let's heal together. We got to heal with each other. That's where the conversation got to go. And at the economic class, you know what I'm saying, the people who are bringing in the money, we have to be able to fund these conversations. We can't, when you look behind a lot of organizations, they get corrupted. Why? Because they're funded by outside organizations. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, some people don't care about money. And I'm like, and when they say that, you know, another people like, oh man, you crazy, you don't care about money. I said, he's not crazy. I said, we're not really supposed to care about money. But there are people who understand that we need money. So the people who get money, what they do is they leave the community. They get the hell off. They want to go spend their money in other communities. They want to live in other communities. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. So they don't fund their own communities. So now other communities come in, right? And they fund the community, and they support the community, but they have a hidden agenda.
But that goes like business owners that's in our community, they get grants and stuff to come in our community. So you know, people make money off our communities. Like the corner store, just go in, Pakistani, they get grants and stuff. I got you, know what I mean?
Guess what? This is one of the things I want to do as economically. So you got a corner store right here, right? Right. Most times there's some building right there. Guess what we need to do? We need to build a corner store 3 down the block. Because it doesn't matter about competition. McDonald's and Walmart and Burger King be right across the street from each other. They be right across the street from each other. My job is to make sure I have a place where you can come and buy this stuff at. They're never going to not be in our community. Right. You know what I'm saying? As long as we're spending money, everybody comes to the community. We have to start providing. That's what entrepreneurship is. That's why I teach it. That's why I'm so into how to build your business, is because a lot of times we don't know how to actually build a business.
That's what I was about to say. Right. They don't even know what he's.
They don't even know. Where do I start at? What do I do? How does it look? Right. So that's what we're trying to tell people. Like, yo, we need to be able to learn how to build a business. My goal with Black Business Prosperity, right, is to bring on people who have built a business in all areas, right? And if it's from a corner store, if it's hair salon, if it's cosmetic products, anything that you do, and talk about business, because we want to be able to say, hey, listen, this is how you can build a business in this industry right here. This is how you can follow this blueprint. This is how you can do it. Because now when you commit to your community, right? When you commit to your community, I don't care if I don't care what kind of store. There's a nail shop. I can put a nail shop right next to it. People can't invest in your business if they don't know what the hell you're doing. Right. You know that? Right. Like before you had a storefront, where did you sell out of?
My house.
Okay, and you got a storefront, right? Now your thing is economically viable because I can say, oh, you know what? She knows what she's doing. She built it up. If you're on Shark Tank, you watched Shark Tank before? You've never seen anybody come on there with an idea. You said nobody comes on there with like, yo, you're like, all right, I want you to invest. I have an idea on how we should make money, on how we can build this product. No. You have to have tangible results. You got to be coming in like, yo, you know what? I've been in here 5 years, putting the work in. So how are you making money? What do you project you're going to make money? What have you been doing already? They want to see, because it's not just about your idea. It's about, because before I met you and seen your business, I don't know if you're going to put the energy into it. I don't know how you deal with employees. I don't know how you deal with clients. I don't know how you deal with revenue. People could get in a whole bunch of money. I can give you $1 million and you just blow it because you don't know what to do, right? So that's why they look at the track record. So you need to be boots on the ground. Your market is going to allow you. Like, I need money to get it in. I said, there's nobody doing that. Even when you see angel investors, you have to have something viable. You have to have something viable that people can say, hey, and that's when people have wild money. But we can come through, invest with each other. You have an idea, you can put it together, and now I'm like, all right. And I want to say this, the other part is, we have to understand about stocks. And when I say stocks, I'm talking about the stock market. I'm talking about, you have a company, you have 100% stock. Hey, Shelly, can I come invest and get 30% of your stock? Oh, I don't want nothing. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying people will be like, yo, I don't want nothing to do. I said, that's the only way you can get funding, and I can get a return on investment. But people don't want to give up. We're all in this together. We're a village.
We're a village.
We're a village. Let me invest in your business.
I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen. There was a brother. He was out here in Atlanta, and he had a sausage. He made like chicken sausage.
Yeah.
And he used to stock his chicken sausage at Kroger's.
Yeah.
Like it was like you can't get his sausage now because he wouldn't let nobody invest in it.
You would like.
He wouldn't take no money.
You would take no money.
So now he don't even have a company no more.
Nope.
You know, and it was some good sausage.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? He won't let nobody invest in it. You know. Oh, I don't want 100% of my company. I don't want to owe nobody nothing. And I'm like, you know, it's not about that. It's about people just investing in you. You know?
That's all it is. I mean, but you'll get a loan from the bank.
Right. And owe them. And owe them.
I'm trying to tell you,
And owe them.
and owe them.
Instead of you and the community growing together.
Instead of
You know?
Listen, I got
helping you grow.
I have a, how many, you don't even hear people talking about it. You don't even hear people say, yo, listen, I got a business. We want to expand. Come invest in the business. People don't even say that. Just think about it. You have a business, like, yo, listen, I want to buy a whole new shop.
But you know why? I think that comes from we don't trust each other.
That's it. That's
Where it
it.
comes from, we don't trust each other.
But that goes back to the whole let's heal together.
Let's heal together.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's heal together so we can get back to that. So we can
See,
get to
we
where
gotta get to know each other. You know what I mean? That's what you.
But this is the thing about it. This is the thing. Yeah. We say that, man. But we chose the white folks impeccable.
Of course.
Word. Word.
I'm just saying,
You are so right.
when people say that to me, I just be like, yo, you trust the white folks? You don't got no problem with that. You be like, I said, yo, you going, and then it's so funny, you know, because we'll be like, we just swear that these rights are for us. You know, the man did this and we supposed to have the right. I said, who gave you those rights?
Right.
The white man give it to take it away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you ain't,
Absolutely.
you know, that's the law. I said, who made that law?
Right.
I said, who made that law? Now you're going by because you trust in the white man's law that he's gonna live by his law. You like, yo, I'm following the law.
Even after all of the treacherous, horrible, horrific things he's done to us as a people, you still believe in everything. You still think he gonna stand on his word with regards to
After he done violated the world 35 million times. After he done violated.
Right.
What? He ain't no black man could.
Justice means just us.
Just us.
Just them.
Just them.
The laws apply and everything is just about them. Just us means justice is just us. Meaning just us white people are gonna be able to benefit from these laws.
But you know it's so
You know what I'm
funny.
saying?
This is one of the things that I have an argument with people, right? People be like, yo, well, you know, he didn't know the law. I said, so because he was ignorant to the law, I should take advantage of him. Because he didn't know the law, I should take advantage of him, right? Because you like, oh, I said, it's not my job to be a lawyer. So I have to say, so what we're going to do is, because I can't afford a lawyer, and now I have to, so I can't afford a lawyer. I don't know the law. You should have known the law. bro. So you're saying that because he didn't know the law, you're saying they have a right to take advantage of him. Because when you don't know the law, the police officer comes to your dashboard and you don't know the law, right? And he takes advantage of you. You're at fault. You're wrong. You need to read the. Bro, I gotta work. I gotta take care of my kids. I gotta try to learn my own business, and then I gotta know the law too. Because that's in a just. I ain't gonna say fair. Fair is where pigs fly. In a just society, no, I'm gonna say, yo, listen, brother, your rights are this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is. Because my goal is not to lock you up, incriminate you. My goal is to make sure that you can see, because it's the law. Even police officers don't like the law. They're trying to hide behind it. Like, there's laws that they don't like. They're like, they don't want you to know the law. You know, I don't have to show you my ID, right? They don't like that law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't like so there's laws that they try to hide, if you don't know that law, I'm getting over on them. Why should I live in a society where the police is trying to get over on them?
Right. They're supposed to serve and protect.
They're supposed to be just and say, even though you don't know this, hey, let me inform you.
Let me inform you that this is what these are your rights, and I think you're really wrong right now.
Yes.
And I don't know if you're like ignorant to it or just don't know.
Exactly.
But this is what it is.
This is what it
and
is.
you're right, and that's what they should be doing. They should be informing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
right.
the ones that, because you do have some every now and then, because I've had one like they'll stop you and give you a warning for speeding or running a red light, whatever the case may be. Like, okay, look, I don't know if your speedometer not working or whatever.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to. So you were in this lane right here. You crossed over this lane. And the thing is that we can say that, like I said, because I tell everybody, I said, there's exceptions to every rule. You know what I'm saying? That, people like, but I met this guy one time. I said, I know a guy that hit the lotto. That don't mean I'm gonna stop working and play the lotto every day. You know what I'm saying? We understand we live in a society where there's no reform, and this is why we have to be, as Black people, have to work on us, right? Like, we don't trust each other, right? We don't like each other. We have self-hatred. I said, yeah. I said, so you got two choices. I said, either y'all gonna work together and try to find a way how we can start living together, or we gonna go under the same oppression that we've been under for 400 years.
That's it. That's it.
That's right.
There's no
in between.
There's no in between.
You're right. It is hard work. It's not gonna be easy. This is not gonna be simple. It
took us over 400 years to get where we are. So it's gonna take a long time to get better.
It's gonna take a long time to be like,
to improve it.
Yo, dudes be like this, women be like that. I said, listen, bro, we healing together. I'm committed to Black women, right? I said, I'll never marry nobody but a Black woman, right? And I said, Black women have trauma. I said, I gotta understand that going into this situation that I got trauma. We don't got. I said, we go into a situation that we understand that we healing together. And I tell every girl, I said, I don't care about the trauma you have. What I care about is that you're ready to try to heal from the trauma. If you're not going to try to heal, then we don't need to be together. That's That's all it is. As long as you're committed to the healing process, I don't have a problem with you. I don't care what the trauma is. It's when you say, I'm good. I ain't seeing nobody. I ain't talking to nobody. I ain't doing that. No. I want to see that we're committed to growing with each other and healing together, and that is the trauma.
Absolutely.
So that's where. So it all comes back, like I said, the economic base is to make sure that we have our own businesses, create our own communities. Every solution I always tell people is the village. I always want to start with that because I always say, listen, if we're not gathering as a people, trying to get land where we live together and we start trying to have a village to heal out, because when you're in this land and we're here together, right? We're having a great conversation, we're talking, and then we're gonna leave out. And we're going to be surrounded by all kind of people, you know what I'm saying? And other people, other Black people who are not trying to build, who are going to be trying to get over on you and everything, right? It's going to be hard. But when you're in a village, you know that there's not just me and you, because we have a relationship, but then the village has a relationship with us. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, so it's not like it just be like, hey, I can do you any kind of way, because between the husband and wife, it's just them two, right? Or between a man and woman, between men and men, you know what I'm saying? It's just them. When there's a village around, the justice there.
Absolutely.
They're holding you accountable. Your village is holding you. That's why you have to pack together and say, listen, who want to come and heal together. Let's build a village. Let's go heal.
Build a village. The village gonna take care of it.
The village gonna take care of that.
You know, the village is gonna take care of the village, and goes back to African concept.
African concept.
And that's the way, you know, the village got on you if you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
That's the whole point.
You know?
That's going back to like when we was growing up. We know our neighbors.
Mhm.
Like,
And the neighbor got on you.
if I did something and Miss Johnson found out I done, we gonna have that business then take it to my parents.
Mm-hmm.
If I need a stick of butter or some butter or something to make my good so right from there, I can go to Miss Marnette and ask for some butter. See, we know each other. We don't even know our neighbors in this
You
day.
don't. You don't.
Of course not, because and then everything is hey, do not what we say to each other. Mind your business. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
Mhm.
Like I said, where the last time you seen white people mind their business?
That's why they always in our business, because they don't know how.
But the reason why is that they're not mind. Because see, this is the thing. We don't have an investment in our communities. When you just running around with a white, you like, yo, who that is? Yo, who that white? Who that? Yo, come here, let me talk to you. You're like, yo, they're racist. No, they're protecting their community. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to be like, yo, I don't know you. I ain't never seen you. What are you doing here? I ain't never seen no black man in this community. They have a vested interest in their community. Us, we don't. We have a vested interest in our apartment, in our house. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Like, I own this house. This is me right here. They can see you way across the street. They're like, no. Because if you break in that house, you may break. We think that it's never going to come to our doorstep. It's not until it comes to our doorstep that we start having a concern. Yo, we need to change the neighborhood. We need to fix everything. Nah, bro, they've been breaking their houses for like 3 years. You ain't never said that until they broke your house. Now you want to change everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where it comes back to, that we, the mind of your business. No, your business is my business. If you live in my neighborhood, no, what are you talking about? Yo, yeah. Right.
You're right.
It's our business.
Absolutely right. It is. It's our business. The business of the village.
The business of the village, man.
The business of the village.
You gotta protect the kids. All that was protected, right? You were protected. They were making sure you were straight. And then guess what? The village knew.
And it wasn't just on your street. It was like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 streets on, blocks down the road. Everybody knew each other. If I was walking around the corner and went on the next street and they knew my mom and my dad was at work, they snatched me up and like, you know you ain't supposed to be on this street. And ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? And they take me home and I get in trouble, so it's like they knew, the whole neighborhood knew each other. It wasn't just, I know my neighbor on this side and I know my neighbor on this side. I don't speak to nobody else in the neighborhood. You knew everybody in your neighborhood.
The problem is, nobody wants to be committed. So nobody wants to be committed to having to live up to standards, right? And when I say that is that we live in a country now, it's like, yo, do whatever you want. What makes you happy? I said, what makes you happy? I said, no, because what makes you happy might be detrimental to me.
Right.
Your happiness may be molesting kids. That's real talk.
You're right.
That might make that make people happy, right? No. What your commitment should be to making sure the village is building, that we're growing. You know what I'm saying? We have duties and responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? As a mother, she's like, yo, you know what? I may want to go out, but I have a duty to my child. Not whatever I want to do. No, y'all don't think about yourselves. And you ain't trying to get your own freedom. And I said, no, you have a duty. We are here to commit to a duty. If you look at any rich family, right? The Bushes, Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? All these people are committed. They ain't out there running around with, you think that Ivanka can't be just running around just living it up? No, she's in the White House. Jared, he's in the, they were in the White House, right? But I'm just saying, even Biden's son, right? He was doing, all these people are committed to the family business. You know what I'm saying? They not out here talking about, yo, I'm just living my life. No. Rich people understand, and they will keep you out the family. Oh, you don't want to do it right? Well, I'll let you. Because you have to. My dad talking about, if I don't work in the company, I'm be out the will. That's right. This is not about you want to have your own personal freedom.
This is about generational wealth.
This is about
generational wealth.
Generational wealth, man. We committed to the family.
That's what it is.
We committed to the village.
And you see it in other cultures.
I see it with Indian
families. Arab families, and they all live in that house together, and they all build this business, and they open up more businesses, and the female doesn't move out until she marries.
Because she married.
Okay, and the son doesn't move out until he marries, and when he marries, he got a business. They already got a storefront for him.
And they committed to marriage. And guess what?
Mhm.
They gonna keep you in the circle because I tell people all the time. I said, yo, you marry who you around.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
that's just real talk because you.
They know who they gonna marry when they should. You know what I'm saying? They already have it arranged.
They already have it.
Mhm.
And my thing is that if you are around people, right? Because when you're 14, 15, you know, you're like, I'm committed to black women. I'm an older man. You know what I'm saying? So I can say, yo, I'm committed. That's a different story. When you're 14, 15, you don't know nothing about no commitment to nobody. You just thinking like, yo, I like this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to make sure you're placed around. And I'll give you an example. The lady that went to prison, the white lady that went to prison for her daughter getting into school, right? So the daughter didn't even want to go to the school, right? She didn't even want to go. She was like, yo, she on TV like, yo, I didn't even want to go to
The
school.
lady from Full House.
Full House, right? She didn't
Her
want to go to
husband.
school. So the girl didn't want to go to school. Why did the lady try to put her into school? Why was she so adamant and paid all this money to get her into school? The reason is because she had to be around like-minded, like people, because she needed her daughter to marry. If she went to a bum school, because she could have went to any college. Now, it ain't like she had to go to USC, but I need you to go to school with like-minded people. I need you to marry the right people, because at 18 to 21, 22, you're going to be in marrying age. This is where you're going to make marriage, friendships, relationships in life. I need you to be around those people. If you're not around those people, you can go straight. That's why they pay the money. College is a social arena. It's not so much of, how many people come out of college and be like, yo, I didn't learn nothing. I got my degree and I ain't even using my degree. College is a social arena more than it is even a learning arena. And we have to make sure that we commit these communities where our kids at those ages are around other kids that we want them to marry. Because they're just going to fall in love just because they're around the people, because they're going to see their personality, they're going to be around them. If I send my kid off, that's why, people be like the basketball players should marry white girls, right? Or football players. The reason why they do that, they're in a school where the only black people are the basketball players. Most majority of the girls there are white. That's where I'm at, man. Every day you can just, like I said, we're posting every day on Instagram. We're inside of Facebook.
Cool. You don't have a number, contact number.
Best place to get me is in the Facebook. I don't even answer for it. I'm saying, it's because how business runs. I have to keep my time. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but I teach business. I can't be teaching business owners to keep their time, and I have my phone running on the hook. People calling me for sales calls all day. No. Here you go. Facebook group. Message me. I give you my calendar link. We can have a calendar. You set up a time. You got to prioritize your time, man. Your time is the most valuable thing you have.
Right.
Everybody can be calling me, every Joe Blow just calling me. You know what I'm saying? My man got my number, right? So, you know what I mean? So when people got my number, they be like, oh yeah, I got Clive's number. That's a blessing. Right? Because I value my time. You should be like, yo, hey, listen, here goes my calendar link. You want to schedule time? Here goes my link. You can schedule time. I scheduled out these hours in my week to have sales calls and to have meetings and to be able to see what people need.
I would say, we got product of a week, probably our week before we get up out of here. What is this?
This is the new hair and lock gel. I mean, not gel, I'm sorry. Oil. Okay? And it's new. It's new on the market. It's the first week out. And this one is mango butter. And I also make it in lemongrass. And it's just a plethora of different oils. It's like shea nut oil, grapeseed oil, vitamin E, coconut oil, just to name a few. It's a lot of good stuff in here that promotes hair growth and dandruff control and hydration. So it's gonna keep your hair moisturized, and it's gonna keep your scalp moisturized. It's gonna give your hair a gloss, and it's gonna help it grow. I also have the Queen soap, which is like one of my best selling bath soaps. I make others. I make the therapeutic bath salt. I make the citrus bath salt. I make the sage spiritual bath soap. But this one is called the Queen soap, and it is Himalayan sea salt, and it has rose petals as well as jasmine flower in it, and it has lemongrass, essential oils, and peony and other sweet scents, and women just go crazy over this. So let me let you smell it, Clyde. Tell me what you think.
That smell good, my girl. I want any girl if I had a girl right there.
Yeah, so you can be like on the Sun Goddess Sense, Sun Goddess _ Sense on Instagram, Sun Goddess Sense as well on Instagram, and we have a Sun Goddess Sense like page. So hit us up.
Also, you can order products at Shelly Amenset Products.square.site, and I guess that's it, babe. You got anything else?
I'll see y'all the next time. Peace out. We love y'all.
Peace, love, and light. Peace, y'all. Peace. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yep.